What happened this week in WWE in 5 minutes or less? First, let's start with Raw. We started off with John Cena talking his shit after he won his 17th championship. But before he could leave the ring, he fell victim to the Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez beat Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Tag Team Championships. But after the match, Becky beat the dog shit out of Lyra. Then the New Day came out to celebrate winning the Tag Team Championships. But they got interrupted by Alpha Academy, and they wanted a match against the New Day. But the match never got started because Rusev came out, and he destroyed the Alpha Academy. The Io Sky came out to celebrate retaining her Women's World Heavyweight Championship. But Stephanie Valkyria came out and she wanted a match against Io. But the match ended early after they got attacked by Roxanne Perez and Julia. But they got stopped by Rhea Ripley. Then it was time for... It's just me, okay. Then Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso came out to celebrate with Jay. After that, Gunther came out and he chose violence by attacking Michael Cole. Pat McAfee tried to stop him, but he ended up getting put to sleep. Man was looking like Elmo after that. Then with the help of JD McDonagh, Gangsta Mantar retained his Intercontinental Championship against Penta. Then Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman came out. But then CM Punk came out to fight both of them, but it didn't work out for him. Then Roman Reigns came out and he speared the shit out of Seth. And he was about to get Paul too, but Paul got saved by Braun Breaker. Now over on NXT, we started off with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez retaining their championships against Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. Then after Dark State talked their shit to Miles Boyd and Javon Evans, they wanted a match later, but Dark State got the win. Then Ricky Sainz came out to celebrate retaining his North American Championship, but he got interrupted by Lexis King, and he challenged Ricky to a match next week. And the winner would take the North American Championship and the Heritage Cup. But Lexis still had to defend his cup against a mystery opponent. That opponent was Noam Dar, and Lexis lost to him. Then Thea Hale beat Fallon Henley. The Oba Femi came out, and he showed love to Javon Evans, but talked his shit about Trick Williams. But then he got interrupted by Trick and he wanted a rematch, because he didn't get pinned at Stand and Deliver. But then they got interrupted by
I believe in Joe Hendry.
And Joe said Trick's acting like a whiny bitch, and he wants a match against Oba. Trick ain't like that, but it didn't matter, they dropped him. Then Chen and Stacks called Luke into the desert, and from the way things look, it looked like Stacks killed them. Then Tony D'Angelo had to send Rizzo to a safe house till things die down. I don't know what's about to happen in this storyline, but whatever it is, it sounds like cinema. Now Summer Break might be close, but Chase University is coming back. Then in the main event, Stephanie Valkyria retained her NXT Women's Championship against Roxanne Perez. But after the match, Julia came out, and she let it be known that she's coming for Stephanie. Finally on SmackDown, we started off with John Cena, but he got interrupted by Randy Orton told Cena he needs to have kids so he could change his ways. But Cena said, fuck them kids, he been raising us for 25 years. Randy Orton thought he could talk some sense into Cena, but it didn't work out, he was ready to fight. But Cena told him they could fight at Backlash. Then he tried attacking Orton, but he ended up getting RKO'd. Then Fraxia beat Berto and Garza in their main roster tag team debut. Then that snake Tiffany Stratton came out. Thankfully, she got interrupted by Jade Cargill, and she wanted a match against Tiffany. But that match ended early after Jay got attacked by Naomi. Then my glorious queen Nia Jax returned and she beat the dog shit out of Tiffany. Then the BBL came out, and Solo Sikoa said Jacob Fatu wouldn't be champion without him. But Jacob didn't want to hear that, so he told Solo he better get in where he fit in. But they got interrupted by the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah! And he wanted a rematch. But then they got interrupted by Drew McIntyre, and he wanted to fight Jacob too. So Drew and Knight had a match to determine the next #1 contender. But the match ended early after Solo attacked Knight and Damian Priest attacked Drew. But in the end, Jacob Fatu was the only one standing. Then Zelina Vega beat Karen Green for the Women's US Championship. Then the Miz came out and he said he was sick of being disrespected. But Aleister Black came out and he shut the Miz up. Welcome back, Aleister. Then Bianca Belair revealed at WrestleMania she broke her finger, so she's gonna need some time off. And I'm praying for a speedy recovery. Then in the main event that should have happened at WrestleMania, the Street Profits retained their tag team championships in the TLC match against DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. Now here's some things to look forward to next week. Side note, this was recorded Friday after SmackDown, so this is all the information I got right now. But first on Raw. After Gunther attacked Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, he's been suspended indefinitely. But I hope he enjoys his time off, he's earned it. Next on NXT, Ricky Sainz will defend his North American Championship against Lexis King. And Hank and Tank will defend their tag team championships against Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. And Tony D'Angelo will confront Stacks for what happened at Stand and Deliver. Finally on SmackDown, we'll see Aleister Black return to action against The Miz. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want to make this a weekly series because sometimes in my minute recaps I go over a minute, and I have to take some things out here and there, so hopefully with this series I'm able to keep them things in. So it would mean the world to me if y'all hit that big old like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit a 450 frog splash on that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next one.